The number 3 overall seed, Oregon State, hosts Vanderbilt, San Diego, and New Mexico State in a regional that looks to be pretty top heavy, with Oregon State and Vanderbilt definitely being the favorites here. Oregon State obviously has put together an amazing season, being ranked in the top 10 pretty much the entirety of the year. With Vanderbilt, they've struggled a bit. They've been up and down. At their best, they've looked amazing, but they've struggled here and there, sitting at a 14-16 conference record, ending things off. They've just looked a little bit inconsistent, but if they can put it all together, they can definitely give Oregon State a run for their money.
Yeah, this may not be the toughest regional out there, but it is probably one of my favorites from a spectator's point of view. I love that they sent a subpar, underperforming Vanderbilt team across the country, and they get to play a San Diego team who they just would never really play unless these circumstances came about. So, I mean, if Vandy isn't on their A game like they haven't been a lot of this year, I would not be surprised to see them get upset by a San Diego squad who's very offensive. But if Vanderbilt does play up to their potential, like you mentioned, they certainly are capable of knocking off Oregon State, as Vanderbilt obviously has the talent of an Omaha squad with those top recruiting classes they pull in every single year.
Definitely. And mentioning New Mexico State briefly, they're just happy to be there. At least I would be if I was in their place. With a 10-20 conference record, they put some magic together in the conference tournament to even make it to the NCAA tournament. So they should really just be happy to be in the tournament. And going against Oregon State in the first round in that atmosphere, it's probably great to just be there and experience that and have that for the memory bank. Or at least I would that's what I would be thinking as a New Mexico State player or fan in that position. But definitely San Diego can put together a good run against Vanderbilt if Vanderbilt is subpar like we've seen throughout the season. But Oregon State and Vanderbilt, that's usually a matchup that you would be seeing in the College World Series or a Super Regional, and now you're seeing two historic programs facing off in the first round. It's got to be a spectacle to see.
Yeah, like you mentioned, certainly a matchup you expect more towards Omaha rather than the first round. But as if I had to pick one right now, I think I would lean towards Vanderbilt. I feel like I just want to put my faith in Tim Corbin to work some magic like he seems to do year after year. And I think he may just ruin Mitch Canham's first year hosting a regional as a head coach.
Yeah, and Oregon State did run into some injury troubles during the conference tournament, which is just unfortunate. They put together a really good run making the finals and having some crazy games against UCLA, but during those games they just got absolutely battered. It didn't seem like the injuries were too significant with a lot of the players coming back, but just having little things here and there can add up and just make you not feel as comfortable as you would want to be at the plate. And they're definitely susceptible to a team like Vanderbilt coming in and upsetting them.
Yeah, like you mentioned, those injuries definitely could play a huge role in how this weekend ends up, but should be an interesting weekend overall. Looking forward to watching these games.
Thank you for watching and listening. If you enjoyed, we would really appreciate a like and subscribe for more weekly college baseball content.